Hello everyone, Spud here, and in today's video, I want to talk about Baserape, or as it's sometimes called, spawn trapping in the Battlefield franchise. Now, this has been around in the series for about as long as the Conquest game mode has existed, and it's a pretty serious problem. Now, for those of you who don't know, Baserape or spawn trapping is essentially where one team completely dominates the round and captures every capture point on the map. Now, since capture points also act as spawn points, and there are certain spawn points that are going to be very close to the enemy team's main base, this allows the other team to essentially force their enemy to spawn on one location, their main base, and camp it out and stop them from attacking any other location, while also destroying their vehicles as soon as they leave spawn. It's a pretty serious issue, and it's pretty game-breaking, to be honest. I mean, nothing sucks worse than when you're being spawn trapped and you just want to have fun on Operation Firestorm and you got 19 guys with javelins all taking you out. And it got so bad at bad company that several servers would literally ban you from the server if you killed someone who was in a deployment, so you would have base rape, as you can see here. But yeah, this issue has been around for a really long time, so long it could essentially be put on the box as a feature. Like, it's something you expect in the Battlefield games, and I don't like that. I think we should change it, and I think it actually can be helped. Now, originally there was no out-of-bounds area for the team's bases, so enemy soldiers could literally walk up behind the main spawn point and shoot everyone as soon as they spawn there. I'm looking at you, Battlefield 2. And I'm glad that they added in an out-of-bounds area in Battlefield 3 and 4, but it's still not quite where it needs to be. If you just take a look at Battlefield 3 CNA Crossing, oh my god, it was so bad. It was so bad. But anyways, I think that they can essentially fix this issue with what I call an FOB system. So essentially how this would work is, let me pull up some images here. So the enemy team has controlled all the map, all the flags on the map, and they're currently spawn trapping you. Well, if it stays this way for 2 minutes consecutively with your team not making any progress on the flags, your commander or whoever, or the AI, whatever's controlling the match, will get the option to place down a second FOB somewhere in the map, a second area on one of the flanks of the map that would allow your team to get a second deployment at a different angle. So that way you can either flank the forces who are trying to, spawn trap you, or you can go for an objective point. And the FOB would last for 2 minutes after you've captured a point. So in case you capture one really quickly and then lose it right away back, then you're not losing your FOB and you have to wait another 2 minutes. But it also doesn't say it's a permanent spawn point because it only is a forward operating base, something that the commander would put down. It would have a spawn point, it would have maybe a couple of troop transport vehicles, maybe an LAV or a transport heli if they're feeling generous, but not the main slew of vehicles. This would be a flanking maneuver. This would be something to try and break the stalemate, something that an actual commander could actually do. And you'd have 2 or 3 points on the map where you could put one of these down, but you'd only be given the option to use one of them, so that way you're not totally flipping the match over, and then you'll be base raping them. We want to make sure. What I'm essentially trying to do here is ensure that there's always going to be a balanced fight. Now, a lot of people may think this is a terrible idea, and that base rape is actually just part of the game. In fact, when I was looking at the freaking forums for base rape, there were an absurd amount of players who were simply just saying, "Get good." Like, I mean, it is a factor that having a bad team leads to more base rape, but I don't think that just telling players to get good and deal with base rape is the answer here. I think that the game suffers greatly from it, and that it could actually be improved if we implement a system like this. Because, I mean, look back at Battlefield 3. Like, if you played Operation Firestorm when you were trying to get out of the frickin' spawn and there was like 9 engineers with javelins, you wouldn't go anywhere. I mean, they would just knock down your tanks instantly. They would knock down your helis with soft lambs, and they would just snipe down any of your infantry soldiers. And it essentially ruins the game for like literally half the players in that match. And the other half, if they want to do other things, they don't want to sit there and just camp a base, it ruins it for them too. And I think Battlefield is about the pitched combat, the actual struggle. It's not about sitting back and shooting guys as soon as they go out of their spawn. So I think this would be a good solution to sort of remedy a lot of the issues that we are having with base rape currently. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe people think that this is a stupid idea, but this is just one suggestion that I came up with today that I think could work pretty well. It would definitely need to be balanced in a way that it doesn't give the team who receives the FOB an unfair advantage, but I just think that it would be a way to break these stalemates and get these matches rolling again. So anyways, guys, if you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button. If you like me and the content I produce, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys all on the next one. Thanks for watching.